Okay, everybody, it is Thanksgiving holiday, Thanksgiving Monday, but I have taken this day to do something called Operation Wash the Machines. So I've been preparing for this for a while, okay? So this is what I got. I went and bought a 1,000-liter tank, and I got myself a pressure washer here and an inline pump. So you might think that washing your equipment or your machines on site is easy, but it's not. There's a problem with water. We work in a new subdivision, right, where there's hardly any access to water. And then when you can access water, the homeowners have already moved in and you can't exactly wash a big machine in their front yard. So I have come up with this idea after much research to get kind of this mobile pressure washer system going. So here, I'll show it to you again what we've got. We got this 1,000-liter tank, and then inside that tank we're gonna put this inline pump. We're gonna plug that in either to the truck or to the generator on site, and then that's gonna feed our pressure washer. I could have done a gravity system where I don't need the inline pump, but really for that to operate properly, you need a really expensive pressure washer. So, but I have a good pressure washer, but not one of those really high-end ones that actually draws the water in. So I thought I'm going to need a pump. And what's interesting, all of this cost me about $400 Canadian. That's not much, is it? So I got this for $100 on Kijiji. This was about $100 at Canadian Tire, and I got this used. This thing is brand new. Look at it. Barely used. I got it for $200 on Kijiji. Some old guy was selling off all of his stuff, and this was barely used. So right now I'm just filling water, and we'll fill it about, we'll get ourselves about 300 liters, and let's see how this goes. Filling up the water. I don't know if we'll see if we have any leaks in this thing. I haven't tested it yet. No leaks so far. One question you might have, and I did as well when I first started, was this process was, how much is all this water gonna weigh? That's why it is nice actually to have a 3/4 ton truck. So this is the truck I have. This tank is 1,000 liters, right? So, that's a big tank. That's a lot of water. That's a lot of weight. But it's super easy. Every liter of water is 1 kilogram. So if I was to fill this tank up fully, which I'm not, but that would be 1,000 liters. So that's 1,000 kilograms, which is 2,000 pounds. So even that would be probably past the, it would be over the limit of the payload of this truck. So I'm going to go about maybe 200 or so liters, 300 liters, which is going to, let's say we did 300, that's going to be 300 kilograms, which is going to be like between 600 and 700 pounds. So, yeah, it's super heavy, and it is nice having a heavy duty truck. I mean, a half ton could probably handle that. But it's nice having a heavy duty truck so that you can handle those weights. All right, so where are we at here? You can see, I don't know if you can see that. We're getting close to, it's kind of sitting at an angle, so we're probably at 350 liters now. No leaks. That's a lot of weight. I think I'm gonna go up to 400 liters, which is gonna be 400 kg worth of water. So that's gonna be almost 1,000 pounds. We got a lot of, water's heavy, hey? I think we're gonna stop it there. I don't know how much time that'll give me pressure washing. Maybe maybe not enough, or I don't know. I think it should be lots for what I'm about to do. We'll see. Looks good. Okay, let's get everything set up here. All the hoses and everything. Let's go ahead and test this pump. Pump works. Okay, so the thing is, I don't think that this pressure washer has a bypass. So I think when I turn on the inline pump, it's just gonna spray like crazy. I guess I can just keep my hand on the trigger of the pressure washer so that it releases the pressure. But yeah, we want to turn the pump on, like the inline pump on first, and then get the pressure washer going. So let's kind of see how we're gonna do that. I might just go for it and see what happens. All right, so one of the main reasons for doing this job is the engine bay. It is so dirty, and it's such a hassle to wash anything out on site. But here's the engine bay, and let's degrease it and wash this thing. This is how dirty it is. My goodness, so dirty. The engine is cold. Let's get some degreaser on there, and wash this thing. All right, so I'm not going to do a typical video where you kind of see it all clean at the end, because it doesn't really look much different. I haven't done the boom yet, but what does look different is the whole reason why I was here, which was to clean the engine bay. This is not an aesthetic clean. I was worried about how much grease was in the engine bay, and then when we're going to go and put the winter block heater on it, I just don't like it filled with grease, and it's like a fire hazard. So look at the engine bay now. Oh my goodness. Like, also sprayed out the rad a little bit. You know, when you're spraying the rad, you want to go this way, because actually your engine is blowing air out that way, right? It's blowing out air out that way. So you want to blow your pressure washer this way, and don't get the pressure washer too close. Just hold it back a bit. So I got a little bit of that done. You know what? I'm really happy with this. I got a little bit of dirt on the truck actually, so we better wash that off because it's probably got grease in it. So yeah, let's finish her off. And also, you know, the system worked really well. I'm super happy with that. So now, you know, one of these days I can get one of the guys. I can just bring this to the site, and if we have a slow day, I can get one of the guys to, or me, to wash this thing off. Okay, let's finish this. Let's finish this job. Okay, I think we'll call that the end of the video. That worked out pretty well, that system. So again, we have the tank here, and let's look where we're at for water. We're down to, and you can't read that, we're about down to 250 liters. So I only used 150 liters. I put in 400 liters when I came here, when I filled up the tank. And so obviously I don't need that much. 400 liters is plenty. But yeah, the inline pump up there, the inline pump there sitting on top, and that's going to the pressure washer over there. Everything worked great. You know, if I got a company to come out here and do this, I guarantee you it would have been $400, probably $200 to $400. And for $400, it's exactly maybe like $420. I got the whole thing done. I got the tank for the water, I got the inline pump, and I got the pressure washer. The tank and the pressure washer were used. Inline pump was brand new. Also, I had to buy a hose too. I didn't include the hose. But that's a pretty good deal. Now I have a mobile pressure washer. And if I want, I can plug the inline pump into my truck. It has an outlet there. Then I have to leave the truck running, and I didn't want to do that. So yeah, I'm happy with the system. Everything worked out great. You guys have a good day.